Yo, what's up everyone and welcome back to another The Cycle Frontier guide, and in this one I am going to tell you everything about the strongest gun in the game right now. And on top of that, it's a gun that everyone is sleeping on. Trust me. Right now most of you are probably thinking, dude, the strongest gun in the game is the grenade launcher, aka your hands and 40 grenades in your backpack and just chucking them everywhere and seeing what you kill. And sure, you might be right about that, but there's actually people who enjoy shooting things in a game like this, and for those of you, this is going to be the gun. Now, the other half of you is probably thinking, dude, the Manticore got nerfed. It's shit. It's not the best gun in the game. Let it be. It's not good anymore. You're all wrong, because the Manticore, while it did get nerfed, it's not actually that much weaker. It literally takes one more shot to kill things, and the TTK has gone up hardly anything, so it's not really that bad. That thing just still fires way too fast, and it's actually way more accurate than the description would allow you to believe. Honestly, with the patches going into Season 1, there was some balancing done to the shotguns, but I feel like the balancing for the shotguns hasn't really done too much up at close range. They have a little bit more fall off and they're a little bit worse at medium range, which is exactly how they should be, but they are still pretty much kings of really close range if you're hitting your shots. However, because of them losing that power in the medium range, I feel like the assault rifles are moving up on the tier list right now. The Manticore was already strong, and just taking off the one base damage point really isn't doing too much for the way that it works in the game. It's still really freaking strong. It's a little bit slower to kill, but it's still a very easy gun to handle, dishing out a ton of damage. But the Manticore is not the strongest gun in the game. So then, Corax, what is this strongest gun in the game? Let's dive right in. I am, of course, talking about the one and only Phasic Lancer. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This thing has an absolutely insane time to kill that rivals even that of the crazy expensive top tier guns, some of the legendaries. I say rival, it actually dwarfs some of them. On top of that, it is pinpoint precise even over pretty long distances, especially when you put a 2x scope on it. The time to kill on this insane gun is ridiculously low at just a little over half a second, and it only needs 9 hits or 3 bursts to the chest to kill any armor. Anything up to pink armor is destroyed with 9 hits or 3 bursts from the Lancer to the chest, not counting any headshots. Let that sink in. These 9 hits, of course, are before fall off damage, and after the fall off damage you'll need 12 hits, which is 1 extra burst that needs to hit. For comparison, before fall off range, the Manticore needs 11 shots to kill exotic armor, while the Advocate would only need 10. The only assault rifle that needs less shots would be the Core 47, but the fire rate on that one is so much lower that its TTK is actually considerably higher. And let's not forget that the Phasic Lancer only costs 33k K-marks, while the Core 47 is a whopping 210k. You also only need to reach level 8 with Osiris to unlock this gun, which makes this the ultimate work beast for your mid game in this game. And honestly, you could probably even just run it all the way into endgame for PvP purposes, because the main benefit that the epic guns are going to provide to you compared to the Phasic Lancer is that they will give you an easier time dealing with some higher level PvE. Before I tell you which attachments to throw on this gun, take a moment to hit that sub button down below and leave a comment and a like on the video to thank me for all of the extra kills that you will be picking up after watching this video and starting to use that Phasic Lancer a lot more. You're welcome. Now let's talk attachment. The most important one is putting on a 2x scope, which will have you annihilating people from a distance with this thing. Hitting one burst will mess a person up very well and put you at an advantage in a fight, leaving you the choice of how to proceed, whether you want to take it slow or whether you want to push in for big damage. Other than that, having a suppressor on it is always nice, and the rest is up to you. If you want to go into recoil reduction, you can go for it, and if you want increased weapon handling, go for faster aiming down sight and faster weapon swapping. I really expect to see this gun pop off and actually dominate most of Season 1, unless of course Jaeger at some point decides to nerf it, because honestly, this gun at this price point should probably not have this low of a time to kill. It might just be a little bit too much up there, but for now, until Jaeger picks it up and decides to nerf it, go all out. Go out there, throw those phasic lancers around, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So if you enjoy the assault rifle style of play, this is what I would do. I would start off in the early game using the AR-55, as it's a really strong base gun, honestly, to use for hardly any K-marks at all. Start using the Manticore because it absolutely shreds, it slaps, it is hella worth it, and one of the best early game guns in the game. No questions asked. And then when you're feeling comfortable in spending 33k on a gun, you can move up the Phasic Lancers. Phasic Lancers plus blue armor for me right now is where the PvP meta is at. You can go for the higher tier armor, the purple armor and the pink armor, but I have a video explaining to you why that is not the best idea and why that is actually something that is going to cost you a ton of K-marks. So make sure to check out that video as well so you understand what we're talking about. But for right now, I feel like the meta for PvP is blue armor and a Phasic Lancer. So enjoy the loadout, guys. Have a good time at it. Let me know in the comments down below how successful the gun is for you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.